Hi everybody, this is Martha Creek, marthacreek.com, and I'm using materials today that are provided by healthycongregations.com, specifically leadership. Not just in congregations, but leadership in general. This is called Presence and Functioning, the Qualities of Leadership. So as I go through these, I want you to imagine your life if you were actually doing these things. Number 8 is live by your own goals. That means I'm going to live by what interests me and not live by the goals that other people have for me. And I can tell you, this was one of the hardest things for me to do. I've been so programmed and patterned into pleasing others and going along with others, go along to keep the peace at any price, that I literally didn't know what the goals for my own life were in some cases. So to say live by my own goals, like what interests me? Who do I want to be in this interaction? Not how do I always do it? Not how do they do it? But who do I want to be in this interaction? What is a life that's interesting to me? What am I going to look back from my deathbed and say, wow, that's exactly what I wanted to do back there. Wow, I thought for myself. Wow, I didn't let their upset, their threats, their needs, their wants, and their shoulds impact me so much that I wasn't able to make a choice based on what was integral, honest action for me. So find an area in your life where you feel like you're living out somebody else's expectations for you, where you didn't have enough self to say, no, I'm not going to do that, or that doesn't interest me, that doesn't even make sense, or even that's against my own integrity to do that. And the emotional binds that we're in that would cause us to do it, versus what it would be like to say, I really get that you want this for me, I really understand why, and it's simply not honest action for me, or it's not a goal that I have for my own life. And I can tell you in the few little places I've been able to do it, to say, I get that you want this for me, I get why you want this for me, that you naturally want for me something that's benefited you or that's changed your life. I get that that's why you would want me to do it. And it's just an absolute simple and honest no for me. That is not a goal that I have for my own life. And that's such defining moments in my life when I've been able to do it here and there. And it certainly is of interest for me to continue to do that, including specific ways of even how I'm a facilitator. Some of the education that I have is very non-traditional. I went to night school, day school. I took CLEP classes, correspondence courses. I got all the credits I could for college, for example, without going and living on a college campus. So other people wanted me to live on a college campus. They wanted me to have that experience. And I saw another way to do it that seemed more honest for me at the time. So even with the pressures to do it the way everybody else does it, I was able to define myself and say, there's another way for me here. The same thing has been true relative to an ordination path, that I did a non-traditional approach to that as well. I found colleges that provided accelerated learning and things that really caused me to step up and make some decisions to work full-time, go to school full-time, that would not have been suitable at all for others, that could have been enough to cause a system breakdown or to cause them to throw in the towel on all of it. But it worked well for me. So even though it could have finished somebody else off, it was directly in alignment with my own energy and what I was actually capable of. So the invitation here is to see, am I doing something under pressure of others to be liked, to be okay, to be accepted, to be understood, or am I living in accordance with the goals of my own life? So find ways of how you're not doing this. Not a question of, are you doing this? Yes. There's things that I'm doing that I don't really care a thing about. There's things I'm doing that I'm doing under pressure because it's always been done this way, or because they have some expectations of me to do it that way. So if I can just awaken to those, determine where those are, then there's a possibility for me to say, I can come back then to what is more interesting to me, what is more in alignment with the goals that I have for my life. So how to define my own life, how to live according to my own goals with the pressures and the expectations of others still in place. How can I not try to manage their expectations, but make choices that are more in integrity with the goals for my own life? A heartfelt thanks to Healthy Congregations for the basis of this material. You can find out all about them at www.healthycongregations.com. A plethora of resources, audio, how to be a member, free books, things like that.